So here's the steamed pear plate that we're going to be ebonising. As you can see, it's very pale at the moment. I've already put a first coat on. You can see the bottle there. It's just white vinegar that's had some wire wool in it for about a week. Very basic, simple stuff. So literally just wipe it on, and as you can see it gets darker almost immediately, and the longer you leave it, the darker it gets. Just putting another coat on. Already it's looking a lot darker and a lot more interesting. Because obviously it's a liquid, we've raised the grain somewhat. So the next thing I'll do is wipe off any excess with a paper towel, and then use a Niletex pad and just effectively denib it. The friction helps dry it as well. You can see where it's starting to dry. It goes quite pale and dull. In a moment I'll just take a dry paper towel and buff it, which will help dry it even more. In fact, with a little bit of pressure and friction, you can actually see quite a marked transition as I move the paper towel outwards. This is also buffing it as well as drying it. And you can see getting a little bit shinier as the wood is burnished by the paper towel. It's evened out the colour and looks quite stunning. Next thing is just a bit of mineral oil. This helps to neutralise the acid in the vinegar, and obviously helps bring up the colour and the shine. I love the smell of this oil. It's Bardster, which is a mineral oil with a few additives. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, using friction to wipe off any excess oil and help dry it. And then we'll put a second coat on. This one doesn't soak in quite as much as the first one does. More burnishing and drying. You can see the reflection starting to build. The lathe's running about 1000 RPM at this stage. It's only a small 7-inch plate. And for a final finish, everyone's favourite Hampshire Sheen High Gloss. Lathe running a bit slower, about 500 RPM, just to apply the wax. And crank up the lathe a bit faster, 1500 RPM, and give it a final polish. Now unfortunately when I turned this round I ended up turning it really quite thin in the middle and got a little bit scared. So I've put a couple of stills right at the end, but you'll see that the inner isn't quite as crisp and there's a little bump right in the middle where I didn't want to go quite all the way through. But overall it's still a usable plate and I'm quite happy with it. The first one was much better. Thanks for watching.